What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Law and Order, Christopher Law Levine. So, I'm pretty pumped about this one. When I was younger, I didn't have this figure, but every time I saw it, I just really wanted this figure. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was something about like the white helmet and just being a little cop like that. But I have no idea. It was just really, really caught my attention, and it was one that I always wanted, and so it's pretty cool to have it here in the classified version. So here he is. All the accessories is a deluxe, so it comes with a little bit more. You got order, you got all the different handcuffs. You can see all these accessories. Uh, Other side of the box, we got him, 157. You got the back, a couple of little details. Bomb sniffing. We've got Beachhead in the back with his orange beret back there. I don't really see anything hiding in the back. I see a lot of water. Kind of wish we could see a whale back there. That'd make me feel pretty cool. Like, yeah, next HasLab. But yeah, here we go. Here's the front again. We'll get them open and check them out. All right, so here's Law and Order outside of the packaging, and he looks pretty cool. Um, Man, again, I don't know what it was about this character, like the design and stuff. Maybe it was because of like the movie coming out and being so little. For some reason, I just thought it was really cool. But just seeing that old school figure was like really awesome for some reason. But yeah, first impression, I still kind of feel the same way. I think he's pretty cool looking. Can't wait to get further into that. But for now, we'll check out some of those accessories. So, Order has alternate head sculpt. Doesn't look bad at all. Kind of more of a, he comes with that playful face, then this one's a little more, aggressive. He's got a little mask, helmet, gear, protection for his eyes. And then that's it for Order. For Law, we've got his baton. Little flimsy, not terrible though. The knife, nice black handle with the silver blade. We've got these handcuffs. Cool that he comes with handcuffs, but they don't function. I mean, I guess they could function. You would just pop the other hand off from somebody and slide it in there. So I won't say it won't function. I guess it just doesn't open and close like that. But yeah, you can make it work. And then, but they're this molded in this light gray. It just doesn't look too nice. And I'll talk about that a little bit more when we look at, Law over here. So we get a bunch of different hands. You get a couple for each side. We've got for different signals, or you can use it for anything really. You can see they're not quite the same. These little slightly open palms. You got a couple pointing hands, but also at different angles. So this one's a little more straight. This one's kind of curved a little more down. This one's got like an open area right there. And this one does not. It's closed all the way. You got a fist, and then you've got kind of like a feeding hand. So pretty cool. I like that they were able to get the little space in there between the thumb and the index finger. He's got a little Uzi. Nice sculpt. I like the green on there. Break it up a little bit. Not just a solid color. But the plastic is solid, so that's nice. His pistol. Pretty plain though. Nothing real special going on with that. And that is all of their accessories. So taking a look at Order here, he looks awesome. You got this nice sculpt here. You got some nice paint apps. You can see a little bit of like white hair, lighter hair, undertone, it's under the tail, inner legs, all throughout. Just a nice little shepherd. You got this body armor and a way to kind of keep him under control if you need to. Got these ports for like carrying things. Although he didn't come with anything to carry like that, but maybe they'll use this vest in like future releases or release something that can go on there. You never know. But yeah, he looks good. Nice head sculpt. Look at that. Ears up, tongue out, playful. Looks nice. Does say he's an MPK9, so pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. It looks really nice. Maybe a little bit of dry brushing on here, something like that, because he's so detailed. Kind of takes away from the vest a little bit, but also not really, because it does have texturing and stuff like that. So yeah, nice sculpt. Articulation wise, tail is on a ball joint and a hinge right there, so it rotates and goes up and down. Legs got a little bit of a ball up here, so you can see it separates. Hinge, 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 bunch of hinges. Cut here in the torso. Ball joint, hinge, hinge. Also ball. Not much paint down in the feet though, but it's okay. He looks really, really good. I think he stands out quite a bit. And that's it for his articulation. This collar doesn't look like it's bothering, just in case anybody's wondering. Can move it around. Accessory wise, he doesn't come with much. We'll go ahead and go through that. You put the little mask on. So he's got some protection. Maybe they're out in the desert. You don't need no dirt flying in the eyes. Pop that head off. You can see the double ball joint. Throw this one on. Just gotta apply some pressure. There we go. A little more aggressive. Try this little mask on him. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the mask on him. Be kind of cool to get a couple extra of these guys just for, for order here. But it looks cool either way. I might leave it on it. Just sometimes I like to leave little extra accessories on there just so I don't lose them. I do put these into little baggies and stuff, all the extra accessories, and they go into the bins while the figure's on display. So it's not like lost. But I know if I needed it for a shot or something like that, it's already on them. I could take it off, put it back on, that sort of thing. But yeah, order looks nice. Let's check out Law. All right, so Law looks awesome. And one of the other accessories for him was the helmet. I had already put it on him for some reason. Just tossed it on him. But it is a nice soft plastic. Got a little bit of like detail on it. Pretty cool. Nothing really on the inside. But yeah, simple helmet. For him, he got a pretty nice head sculpt. The hair sculpt's got a wash in there, which brings out some of that detail. Looks really nice. Got some pink on the cheeks. Face paint looks good. Their face sculpts are getting really good, especially with like the extra paint in there. Does a little something extra for them. The vest looks nice. You got the holster on the front. You got his badge. Nice gold on there. You got different shades of blue. The texturing in there, like along the zipper, along the shoulder, the back. This is the thing I was mentioning about the handcuffs. Look at his handcuffs on his belt. Like they're really nice silver. Then the ones they gave us was this gray plastic. This in that color would have been really cool. You got the armband, the MP armband. Got the radio, comms. Oh, it unplugs, so it does come out. So you can use it. Really nice. Then it plugs back in. Pretty cool. I know I don't got it all the way in there, but I'll get it back all the way in there off camera after we go through some of the other looks. But yeah, it looks good. Belt, solid black. Got silver breaks it all up. Flashlight, holster. Pants green. Got that nice texturing throughout. We've seen these pants before, those knee pads. He's pretty jacked. It's not the vest keeping him from keeping his arms down. It's just his sculpt. Cool if he can get his arms down a little bit more. There's a little space in there, so I don't really see it hitting anything. But yeah, he comes off as like really, really jacked because of that. So we'll throw some of these accessories on real quick. We got a baton in the holster or in this little holder. Pistol on his chest. You got a big holster here on the side for his Uzi. You got your knife. Where are we going to put this knife? And he's got this other pouch right here. I'm assuming it's for the handcuffs here. They just want you to fold it over, I guess. That's going to be kind of iffy because of the more you fold it, that plastic's going to give. There is a spot. All right, so on the back of Law, there's that little cut here inside, so it's not solid like on the other side with the handcuffs. So I'm just going to leave it going straight down like that. And they got a spot for it to dangle through. I'm going to leave it like that just because of the more you flex it and try to bend it and stuff to fit this mold, it is probably going to snap. So they probably did that on purpose. I'm pretty sure it's probably part of the aesthetics for him. I don't know if I want to slide this through there also. Just another way of keeping track of where those cuffs are. But yeah, it looks pretty good. So for articulation, his head goes down about that far, only goes back around there. I could see a little cut in the base of the neck. I can kind of push it, but he only goes down about that far, so not very far at all. And when you go back, the collar of his vest kind of gets in the way. Going side to side, it does flex a little bit. So that helps. Got a little tilt. Butterfly joint. Works really nice. T-pose goes a little past it. Really nice. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. You got the peg with the hinge for the wrist. Everything like that. I believe there's an ab crunch underneath the vest. The vest does flex a little bit, so you can flex the body underneath. The vest may not look like it moved, but you can feel the crunch underneath. Going back, he goes back a little further. can see the little crunch. Ball waist. Moves nice. Drop down hips. Goes forward about that far. Goes back to about neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Upper boot cut. Hinge pivot for the foot and ankle. So he's got some really nice range of motion. And it's going to let you get some pretty cool poses in there, you know? Got him holding his calms in. Radioing back. And that's why I wanted the baton going through there. Yeah, that looks really nice. Like, so cool. That's very cool. Looking at those two together. I didn't really see a spot to put the knife. But let's get a couple more poses out of this guy. So I figured for some of the poses, gonna need a little bit of help. So we do have the Cobra officer here, and we got Law holding. I got him in the handcuffs, and we got Law holding the handcuffs. Got his baton out. We got Order, kind of sitting here, being aggressive. Like, don't move. We'll have him look down at Order, like, don't bite me. He's also like, don't look at me. Yeah, that looks great. That looks really cool. You can do so many different poses, of course. You got different Cobra soldiers on the ground. Get Order looking down. Put that baton away. Maybe we'll have him. You can do so many different shots with him. Of course, I wouldn't leave a gun on him, but I also just don't want to take it off for the little, just for the review. But you can do so many different scenarios, and I really hope we get the legacy police officers. I know some people are going to I guess they were worried about being like people being upset about, cops, that sort of thing. I say put the figures out. Just let people do what they want to do. Is it really that serious? They're just toys. Of course, you're gonna see, you got creative artists and everybody like that out there. They are going to be used in probably some scenes that kind of reflect some of the stuff going on in the real world. That's just the way it is. But you got to let the artists do that, dictate that, uh, show that sort of thing if they choose to. Maybe they choose to show the other sides. I mean, they are heroes too. You can show some of those positive sides. I would love to get some of those guys out there, because then you can get more like criminal roundup type scenes going. But yeah, you can get these two in like all kinds of different poses, different scenes. The handcuffs and everything like that. Him being an MP is like really cool. Um, I'm probably gonna do a shot with him jacked up against the vamp or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I'll do that at the end or something. But yeah, you got him. Get those real cool poses. You got of course they can interact together. Of course, you could do that a lot better, but really cool. More playful head sculpt. Have him. It's his buddy. So maybe he's just petting him. Taking care of him. I think that's pretty cool. Look out for each other. They're partners. Here he is kind of feeding him. Or you could put like something in there, like a little towel. Maybe he's sniffing. And then he's going to tell him to like, go get somebody or go find it. Very cool. It's a nice scene too. For a quick comparison, we got Law and Order next to Junkyard and Met, and they look really cool together. You got these really cool guys with their, little besties, furry friends, and they look good. Law looks bigger. So does Order. They both look a little bit larger. Maybe just barely. I don't know. Pretty close. But the sculpts on them are really awesome. I really love the way that they're doing them. You get the same, not even the same vest, which is pretty cool that they did diversify them just a little bit. Pretty nice. But they do take a little bit extra detail to their puppies, so really nice. Pretty cool. I like it. And these guys stand probably about the same height. But yeah, pretty cool. I think his arms go down by his side though. Nah, he has a little trouble getting his arm straight down too. So yeah, pretty cool. He came with the M16 style. He came with the Uzi. He came with a lot more accessories for him himself. But they both did come with a bunch of hand gestures for their puppies. So I guess they're all puppies. Yeah, so cool. Imagine a whole bunch of these guys surrounding them. Each one has like a squad of puppies. It's like 4 German Shepherds and 4 Rottweilers just all lined up. That'd be crazy. But I also might try to make that happen. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this review. I think pretty cool figure. I love this figure. I mean, honestly, I'm having so much fun with it, just going through it with different scenes like this. I mean, you're gonna be busting any kind of Cobra soldiers, that sort of thing. But just going through, you can still got a whole bunch of hands. You got tons of options, with this guy for different scenarios, different scenes, and that's really cool. Another head sculpt would have been awesome, maybe him yelling or something like that. But uh, for the most part, I think they gave you so much that you can do a lot with, and I think this is like a beautiful scene here. I think people are going to be able to do a lot of different things with it, and yeah, just so awesome. Like that is so cool to me. And again, I hope we can get those legacy officers so we can also have different scenes and scenarios, and let people be very creative. Um, you can have a ton of fun with this guy. I just think it's really cool. I think he had a great sculpt. The articulation is nice. I wish the arms could come down a little bit more. That's probably one of my downsides as far as like look wise, but it doesn't hinder anything. He's a good looking figure. You got Law looks great, Order looks great, the paint apps, articulation, everything. So yeah, just a fun factor wise, everything about this figure is really cool, and I hope I showed enough of him to kind of display that, really put that out there and show you enough to help decide whether this one is for you. What kind of scenarios pop into your head that you could possibly make happen, Um, just a really, really cool one, a fun one. You can have it interacting between the two, Law and Order, or each one interacting on their own with other characters. So, I mean, he looks great. I really like this figure. It is a lot of fun. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this review. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.